Welcome to the Deep Frame. I'm Leo. Today, we pull back the curtain on what's really going on in America. What the media may twist, what critics distort, but what's actually being done right now under Trump's leadership. Not speculation, not guesswork. Facts, policy, action, direction. If you want clarity, if you want to see what's changing and why, you're in the right place. This isn't fear-mongering, it's not hype. This is real talk about national security, sovereignty, immigration law, and order. So don't trust the spin, trust the frame. Let's get into it. The cornerstone of this administration's agenda is simple. Protect our country first. Not words, action, enforcement. Just recently, the federal government announced a sweeping immigration crackdown, beginning in cities like New Orleans, targeting criminal illegal aliens released under sanctuary city policies. This isn't about persecuting immigrants for being immigrants. It's about enforcing the law. It's about public safety. It's about respect for people who actually follow legal pathways. The tougher immigration rules go beyond just local crackdowns. Under the 2025 proclamation signed by President Trump, entry from multiple countries with deficient vetting or security risk was suspended. That means fewer gaps, fewer risk, fewer threats. This is sovereignty. This is common sense. This is the America First policy. No more playing by rules made by outsiders who don't have our safety in mind. If you believe America belongs to Americans, defined by law, security, and order, then what's being done now isn't radical. It's necessary. Let's take the New Orleans operation as a case study. The Department of Homeland Security is deploying hundreds of agents. They're targeting individuals who were previously arrested for serious crimes. The goal? Remove criminal illegal aliens from our streets, to protect communities, to protect citizens. Critics call it profiling. But ask yourself, what's harsher? A system where people who break laws repeatedly are ignored, or a system where law is enforced fairly and evenly? When you don't respect your own laws, you lose control. When you don't protect your citizens first, you give up your identity as a nation. That's why this enforcement doesn't need apologies. It needs support. Beyond street-level law enforcement, this administration is facing threats at the gates, at the paper mills, at the border of legal immigration and visas. In June 2025, President Trump signed a proclamation restricting entry for nationals from dozens of countries identified as high risk for poor vetting, security threats, or lack of cooperation with the U.S. government. That's not xenophobia. That's not prejudice. That's responsible governance. We're no longer letting in individuals simply because they applied. We are enforcing standards. We are guarding our homeland. Because a nation's first duty, its first obligation, is to the safety and future of its own citizens. You'll hear a lot about polls. You'll hear a lot about media outrage. You'll hear people screaming human rights, immigration rights, and open borders. But guess what? Polls shift. Headlines fade. Protest chants echo. What lasts is enforcement. What lasts is border security. What lasts is law and order. What lasts is a government that puts citizens and countries first. The critics, they talk, they shout, they accuse, they protest, but actions don't lie, actions build nations. So don't let polling trends or media narratives fool you. Look at results, look at enforcement, look at policy. That's your real data. I'm not against immigration. I'm against illegal immigration. There's a huge difference. If you come in legally, if you respect the laws, the process, the rules, you belong. But when people break the laws, dodge the system, exploit loopholes, that hurts everyone. This administration isn't punishing immigrants. It's protecting citizens. It's preserving fairness. It's ensuring that those who play by the rules aren't punished by those who don't. For legal immigrants, keep your heads up. Follow the process. Respect the system. For illegal entry and criminal behavior, expect enforcement. That's integrity. That's honesty. That's America first. The road ahead is clear. Countries previously blocked will remain under watch. Vetting will stay strict. Security will stay tight. Enforcement operations will continue in cities where sanctuary city policies allowed criminals released onto streets. New Orleans is just one city. There will be more. Legal immigration remains for those willing to do the things right. Citizens will see stronger security, fewer threats, more accountability. If you're listening, if you care about your neighborhood, your family, your future, pay attention. Because the frame is shifting. And for once, it's shifting toward everyday Americans. You've heard the noise, the fear, the outrage, the confusion. You've heard the posters screaming, the media yelling, the activists protesting. But that's not leadership. That's just noise. What we need is strength, clarity, law, order, security, sovereignty. That's what's being built now. That's what's being defended now. If you believe in a nation that protects its people first, not global virtue signaling, not open border pressure, not media narratives, then this is the frame for you. This is the deep frame. I'm Leo. Stay alert, stay informed, stay ready. Because what's happening now doesn't just affect headlines, it affects our lives, our country, and our future.